kitchen equipment that does things like that. Like it holds it, coffee maker,
Is this another what you call rack that they put this stuff on, or just they put it in the mold and that's it?
That's probably a picture of the actual table. It's probably showing you this. And, actually no. That's showing you that it's rounded, right?
I'm saying, you say they put it in 3 molds, so is this the last mold?
No,
or they put
this would be the mold on the table. This would be on the table, the last one.
I'm saying, is the table considered a mold or not?
Oh. I don't think so. Let me see how it explains it.
Because I'm trying to figure out if the table was, like you said, a boat. You have to figure out what type of mold.
This is shlishi. It doesn't explain. I don't know. That's a good question. Okay. We just asked. The last question was that if we say that it's like a boat, so how did if it was roundish? So how did the supports even support it? So we said no. The supports were also roundish. So bishleim lamandam kvin sfina rekedes. If we say that it was like a boat, roundish. That's why we need the snifim. That's why we need the supports. But if we say that it's like a box, snifim lamali, why do you need the supports? It rests perfectly, each one on top of the other one. The Gemara says, no, agav yukar delechem talach. It's an interesting word, talach. But because of the weight of the bread, it would crack. So therefore, we need the supports to take off the weight from the breads. If we say that it was like a boat, we say that the supports would be resting on the actual table. Why? Because in this picture, it has supports that are going down to the ground. That's a table. That's the table. You see the 4 legs, and then you have these supports of the bread that go down to the ground, these side poles. See that? These side poles? These are supports on the side that you see. That's the bottom of it. That's the table. It has these supports. Here it shows the supports going down to the ground. But if the breads would be roundish, you would be able to put the supports on the actual table. There'd be space there because there'd be under the bread, the supports could be holding it. So where were the supports placed? Would they put them on the ground? What says in? Yes, they were actually on the ground. Because Rabbi Bar Mammal says, according to the one that says, if you say that it was like a boat, so then the supports were on the table. But if we say it's like a box, then the supports were down on the ground. Okay. Who does it go like this that Rabbi Yehuda says, that the bread support the supports, and the supports support the bread, that they're sort of like leaning on each other, they keep each other in place. It must be according to the one that says that it's like a boat, because over there they're on the table, and the bread is in position to hold the supports in place as well. They're there like stacked together. Meisvei. Where's the question? It says, Kamin kaveres hayala b'taner. That the tanner was like a kaveres. Kaveres is either a basket or a hive. How do they translate it? Yeah, it's a hive. What do they call it?
They said basket.
Basket. guess they used to have hives and baskets. This mine says this is what's used for the bees to go in and out. Okay, it was like this basket that's in the oven. V'daimik min tavla merubas was similar to a square tablet, a plate, and ema upia daimik min tavla merubas. Oh, so 1 second. What's our question? If it's min tavla merubas, so if it's square, so why are we saying that it was round?
Round is
like the boat. Like the boat. The Gemara answers, it's a question on, right, Rabbi Chanina, right? Who was the one that said the boat? Rabbi Yochanan said the boat. It's a question on Rabbi Yochanan. So the Gemara explains that it doesn't mean that the entire oven or the entire basket was like was square. What it means is that the opening was square. Once it went in, it doesn't not telling us what the bottom was, how it was shaped. Ema upia daimik min tavla merubas. We should say that the mouth was like a square plate. Tanya command amar kamin sfina rekedes. We have a brisa that says that it was like a floating boat. The Tanya rekedes means dancing. The Tanya abba snifin shel zav hayusham. It had 4 snifim are like supports of gold. Mefutzalin mirashayim, and they would, I guess, like branches out on the top. Kamin dakranim hayu, like poking things. Shesaimchem be'masalechem, that would support the bread. Shedaimek min sfina rekedes, which the bread was
totally
similar.
Different. It's almost from whatever we saw. This describes it a little different, you know. Where's dakranim? I didn't see any pictures.
Where the dakranim?
Yeah. Did you see any pictures with dakranim according to this
No.
Raisa?
And I don't even know, is this talking about on the
oven?
shulchan itself?
Or is this the oven? Is he talking about the oven or is he talking about the bread?
Let me see how they explain it.
Or the shulchan?
It's on the shulchan.
So also the shulchan was the sfina rekedes?
Yeah, no. We're talking about the bread on the shulchan, not the bread in the oven. When the bread was put on the shulchan, they had 4...
Zav hayusham, that means the shulchan.
Right.
Okay.
And these were like poking things.
So how does this answer the question?
No, it doesn't answer. It's a question. It says over here that the bread was similar to mitzvina rekedes. Really? Mitzvina rekedes? That's clearly a brisa that goes according to only one opinion. And that's the Gemara leaves with this, that we have a brisa that says that that the breads were roundish. They discuss over here how it's possible that the Gemara can conclude one way, and the Rambam still says that the breads were square, like not like the.
But if you have the krani, and even the mefutzelis was like held on it, it also could be like a sfina rekedes. As long as it's up in the air, and the krani are holding it, so it could also be like a, you know.
Maybe that's how they explain the Rambam.
Reminds me of a spit for barbecue.
I'm saying it could be a sfina rekedes like that, even if it was.
Time for breakfast.
Okay, we'll stop over here.
This is the